A powerful and persistent myth has long dominated popular understanding of armored warfare in the Second World War: the idea that German tanks were unequivocally the best. This narrative, often fueled by dramatic post-war accounts, the intimidating visual presence of the Tiger, the Panther, suggests technologically superior German armor was overwhelmed by numerically vast Allied tanks. While this perception contains a kernel of truth regarding late-war technical specs, it profoundly misrepresents the reality of the conflict. The ultimate Allied victory was not drowning a superior foe in sheer numbers, but a testament to a more holistic and pragmatic approach to warfare. The German tanks, despite their formidable reputations, were not the better weapon system for winning the war. The core of the myth rests on a narrow definition of best, focusing almost exclusively on gun penetration and armor thickness. Indeed, a one-on-one confrontation between a German Tiger I and an American M4 Sherman on an open field would often end disastrously for the Sherman crew. However, warfare is never a series of controlled duels. The true measure of a weapon's effectiveness is its ability to be produced in sufficient quantities, maintained on the battlefield, supplied with fuel, supplied with ammunition, and integrated effectively into a broader military strategy. When viewed through this more comprehensive and realistic lens, the supposed superiority of German armor begins to crumble, revealing deep-seated flaws that proved fatal in a protracted global conflict. This essay will deconstruct the Sherman versus Tiger myth by examining the factors that truly determined the outcome of the tank war. Germany's approach to tank design throughout the Second World War was characterized by a relentless pursuit of technological and qualitative superiority, born from early war experiences and an engineering culture that valued precision, innovation, and complexity. The initial shock of encountering the Soviet T-34, a vehicle that temporarily outclassed existing German designs. German response was not to simplify production, but to double down on creating tanks that could dominate one-to-one. This led to the development of the big cats, Tiger I, the Panther, and later the colossal Tiger II. The Panther was a direct answer to the T-34 with sloped armor, a powerful high-velocity 75mm gun, and a sophisticated suspension system. The Tiger Y, introduced earlier, was conceived as a breakthrough vehicle, armed with the legendary 88mm gun and wrapped in incredibly thick frontal armor. These tanks were designed to instill fear and to achieve staggering kill-to-loss ratios, a goal they often achieved under ideal conditions and veteran crews. This obsession with quality, however, came at a tremendous cost. German tanks were notoriously over-engineered. Interleaved road wheels, while effective, were a nightmare for maintenance crews, especially in the mud and freezing cold of the Eastern Front. A single damaged inner wheel could require removing several outer wheels, a process that could take many hours. Their transmissions and final drives were pushed to mechanical limits by immense weight, leading to frequent and catastrophic failures. This complexity demanded a highly skilled workforce and precision processes incompatible with rapid mass production. Perfectionism spawned many models and frequent production changes, instead of standardizing and streamlining. Each Tiger or Panther was a semi-artisanal product, preventing economies of scale that American manufacturers achieved. This cult of quality produced formidable machines, but a system unsuited for the industrial-scale war Germany had to fight. The stage was set for Allied industrial might to redefine the battlefield. While Germany pursued the ideal of the perfect tank, the Allied powers, primarily the United States and the Soviet Union, produced reliable, effective tanks in overwhelming numbers. This doctrine transformed the conflict into a war of attrition. Germany's boutique approach could not win. The Allies did not just outproduce Germany. They buried German industry under an avalanche of steel. Often criticized as undergunned, the Sherman was a masterpiece of production engineering. More than 50,000 built. For every Tiger I, roughly 37 Shermans were built. For every Panther, more than 8. Factories relocated east churned out approximately 57,000 T-34s, designed for mass production and rugged service. Both Sherman and T-34 received upgrades implemented without disrupting mass production. Allied tanks were designed for simplicity and ease of maintenance. Operational uptime was the point. German big cats, brilliant but brittle. Allied tanks, dependable workhorses. Armored warfare depends on logistics, especially fuel. Without it, a tank is a useless lump of steel. Germany faced a crippling fuel crisis compounded by the loss of Romanian oil and bombing of synthetic fuel plants and rail networks. In the Ardennes, columns of Panthers and Tigers were abandoned out of gasoline and captured or destroyed. The Allies innovated distribution, Red Ball Express, and Pluto pumping fuel from Britain to the continent. Fuel kept Allied armored divisions executing deep envelopments and rapid advances Germany could not match. In the end, the artery of war flowed freely for the Allies, while for Germany, it bled out. Section 6. The Human Element, Crew Training and Battlefield Experience. A tank is only as effective as its crew. Early in the war, German panzer crews were among the best, rigorous doctrine and campaign experience. But that qualitative edge was finite. As the war dragged on, casualties mounted, especially in the East. By 1944, new German crewmen got only months of rudimentary training, sent to complex tanks like the Panther. In contrast, the Allies, particularly the United States, fielded vast programs, time, space, and resources to standardize proficiency. New American crews were well versed in gunnery, driving, maintenance, and radio communication. An American armored platoon, 5 Shermans, communicating by radio and coordinating fire and movement, could outmaneuver and defeat a single, technologically superior but isolated Tiger. Section 8. The Combined Arms Doctrine. Battles were not duels. Victory depended on coordinated arms. This integration of tanks, infantry, artillery, engineers, and air power unlocked armored potential. An isolated Tiger was a prime target for anti-tank guns, flanking attacks, and, most decisively, airstrikes. The goal was not a fair tank-on-tank fight, but to destroy the enemy with the most effective tool. The M4 Sherman excelled in combined arms, reliable mobility, and a versatile 75mm for HE fire support. A Panther might destroy 5 from the front, yet not withstand artillery, air attack, and simultaneous flanking. The war was a symphony of destruction, commanders bringing full combined arms weight to a single point. Section 7. The Economics of Attrition. Cost, resources, production efficiency. Modern warfare is an extension of a nation's economy. Germany's complex, high-cost tanks were a ruinous strategy against Allied mass production. A single Tiger I required about 300,000 man-hours, an M4 Sherman about 40,000. The T-34 was simpler still. For the effort to build one Tiger, roughly 7 Shermans, an advantage of incredible significance. A Tiger loss was a major blow. A Sherman loss, while tragic, was quickly replaced, enabling Allied aggression. Germany faced alloy shortages, forcing compromises that sometimes made armor more brittle and prone to spalling. The Allies, with global access to raw materials, did not face such constraints. The enduring myth of the invincible German tank, quality versus quantity, dissolves under historical analysis. Tiger I and Panther were technical masterpieces, formidable, powerful, advanced. Yet the wrong weapons for the war Germany fought. M4 Sherman and T-34, not perfect but profoundly pragmatic, won through mass production, reliability, and maintenance ease. Allied industrial capacity produced numbers Germany could not match, maintained pressure, absorbed losses, and kept advancing. Teamwork and superior communication within a combined arms doctrine mattered more than one-on-one tank superiority. The outcome of the war answers the debate. Not a tournament of champions, but a contest of will, output, and foresight. German perfection yielded legendary machines and a failed strategy. Allied pragmatism delivered tools of victory. Reliability and numbers defeated complexity and perfection.